Gordon's got the ground game. It's the coach. This is NFL football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll get a look at Melvin Gordon, fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New England Patriots. With that, let's head on up to Foxborough. Standing by with the call at Gillette Stadium, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, I got to tell you, we envy you right now in that nice dry studio as we are at soggy and windy Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their second-year quarterback from Wyoming, Josh Allen.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
That's why you fly it off. Here we go.
Throwing is Allen on third. Finding Gabriel complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From midfield, here's Allen. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And now we take a peek at the Patriot offense.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Encroachment, defense.
So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Josh Allen, 43 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week, but here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here, you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set, ready, set, roll. I'm coming after you.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. They're going to look to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And here now a look at the Dolphins' offensive unit.
And a big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs? Because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Here's the part now. Check three.
2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass. Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
2nd and 3. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Dillon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
On 3rd down, here's Peyton. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. These two teams all tied after 1. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And this certainly confirms all the chatter, how big of a final weekend this is for the moment. The 6th seed is theirs, but it'll take a victory to officially lock that down.
I hear the excitement in your voice about this.
Or nervousness, both ways.
Either way, but you know, I've never met a player who didn't go into a game with a little bit of nervousness and didn't play well. Because, look, if you go in without that edge, and this game has an edge to it, doesn't it? Then you're really not going to perform that way.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll go deep. He's got a man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. And he had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that? Lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Here we go. Switch, switch, switch.
Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now Allen. A short throw caught by Andrews. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Fight 51. Mike 51. Let's go.
They'll run now with Peyton. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Allen. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. Allen now looks to throw. Looking deep for Gabriel. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now. Showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Here's 2nd and 8. Rolling to pressure, gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Solomon Thomas, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and the Patriots take over. A first scoring update now from Carolina, and the Saints have scored again, enjoying a comfortable cushion. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. Quick throw here caught by Gabriel. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Right here, right here.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Stephon Tuitt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Allen, and he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Okay, just like that, just like that.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen caught by Amendola. Patriot touchdown. Danny Amendola, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am go ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Back to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
To the air. Allen is going to let this go deep for Lee. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They run it here with Gordon. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to find Kirk complete.
Let's go, let's go!
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 18 big yards on that one. And a Miami first.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
5 yards. 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 5
Christian Kirk with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
This one out quickly to Amendola. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
There on the catch, Alfred Blue. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Allen now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down. Throwing now is Allen. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. But it's going to be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
Let's go, D.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And now out come the Patriots. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll run now with Dillon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong colors. Sure.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Steps away to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Solomon Thomas in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll air this one toward Coleman, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Allen. There goes screen with Dillon. And some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
On second down now. It's Gordon, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. He'll set up to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. On play action, Allen. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. From midfield, here's Allen. And this is Gabriel on the catch. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
New England on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And that one, an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within 1 score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now back to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Here we go, set, 60-yard.
And they will take a knee here. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, orbit. Let's go, get set.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Here's Allen. Amendola's got it, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Miami, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, it'll be loss number 6 on the season for them. And it will be a disappointing finish to the regular season, no doubt. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin.